Hi everyone, it's Mr. Cantor here. Recording this from at home during lockdown. Just preparing for our Monday lesson here. First of all, I hope you're all well and good, and you're surviving all right in your bubble. And yeah, I do hope you're getting out to enjoy a bit of the sunshine, take a bit of a walk, get some fresh air. Yeah. But here we are, Monday, lesson one, a new topic, volcanoes. So we're moving on from physics. Obviously, we're going to have to get back to that physics exam at some point, and you guys will have enough time to revise for that. So don't worry too much about that. But yes, volcanoes, and today's lesson in particular is on Auckland volcanoes. So as you guys are probably aware, there are many volcanoes around Auckland. About 53 of them, in fact, and you don't have to look too far to see them. For example, places like One Tree Hill, Mount Wellington, Mount Eden, Mangere Mountain. Near where I live, there's Lake Pupuki in Takapuna, and then down the road in Devonport we have North Head, Mount Victoria, and then across the Waitemata Harbour we have Rangitoto, one of the more prominent features in the Auckland skyscape, which you can see when you're along the East Coast Bays here, or many other parts in Auckland, in fact. It's where I go fishing nearby on quite a regular basis. And if I look out my window there, I can just see the top of it. But anyway, today we're going to have a closer look at some of the Auckland volcanoes, where they are, how old they are, and what interesting facts we can find out about them. And then we will be having a closer investigation on Rangitoto itself. Okay, so we should probably have a look at where some of our resources and bits and pieces we're going to use are. So you may have noticed by now that I have created an assignment, the first assignment here, which is just a section of the new Volcanoes workbook for you guys to work on for today, Monday. So I've put it there as a assignment, which hope you guys can edit on your computer through the assignment feature. If you're finding that a bit difficult, if you go to the files here, you can also download, or here it is here, lockdown 2 resources and information. You can download this version of it here. Oh, there's also the plan for the week, which just outlines what we're doing each day, which is also outlined in the workbook itself. So it shouldn't be too difficult to establish what you have to do each day. But what was I talking about? Here we go, Volcanoes workbook section for Monday. So you could download it from there and edit that in Word, or perhaps you may find it easier if you print it out and handwrite it and scan it and send it back to me if you have a scanner, or take photos of it, of your answers, and get that back to me. Or perhaps there's some other creative way, easier way that you can think of to do the work and get it back to me. It's all good, whatever you guys decide to do. So yeah, that's the actual workbook that you're going to need to do, either in the assignments or here in the file section. So the other two documents that are going to be important, the other two resources, we have this Volcanoes PowerPoint presentation. We'll be looking at slides 3 to 7 today on the Auckland volcanoes. And there is also another resource, this one here, the Rangitoto volcano fact sheet, which is a PDF here for you guys to peruse the information. Okay, so pretty straightforward. You guys shouldn't have too much trouble with it. Just attempting to do one section of the workbook a day with the resources we have available to us. So yeah, today it's PowerPoint slides 3 to 7, which is outlined in this plan here and also in the workbook itself, either this version here, or this is the whole thing, or I'll post each section into assignments each day. What else is there to mention? I don't think there's too much to mention. Yeah, first day of lockdown learning, so kind of just making up as we go along. Might be a few problems. If there is, just mention them to me so I can try and fix them. And I will be online for the rest of the period. So if you want to ask me any questions, feel free to do so. I'll be online to answer them for the next part of this hour, next rest of the period. If you ask me questions outside of that time, I'll try and get back to you in as promptly as possible.